What is happening, guys? Mathematics is back again. You know where we are, so let's get into it. So, guys, touching base with you in respect to this fragrance or these two fragrances. Previously, I had a discussion about obviously Zara fragrances and how I'm so disappointed with what I've seen. However, in respect of these two particular fragrances, the question is which one is better, which one is not better, what is the difference, and what do I get for my money? You've seen it in the title, and the question is which one do you choose? So obviously we got this one that came out very recently, 2020, probably in the last few months, and this is Warm and Black, or Warm Black from Zara. And equally, this one came out, which is no longer, I think, on the website from what I can see. And as you can see here, guys, this is the tobacco collection, which is fresh, unexpected, or unexpected, fresh and spicy. Now, there is a variation, guys. There is a difference. Everyone says that these relate slightly more to maybe Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Again, I can smell it now again with Herod from Parfums de Mali as well. And also reference of this one smelling similar to Pure Havana. So both have this tobacco note in there. Both have this like pipe tobacco smell going on. You definitely got this maybe sort of like borderline even cherry note going on in there. Definitely some vanilla. Tonka bean is in there as well. I think this one has a little bit more cinnamon in it. I'm just looking on the notes. But ultimately, very quick video, guys. Some of you guys have mentioned about obviously, you know, what to do in respect of not having enough money. We're getting closer to autumn now. This one is $10.99 when I purchased it, and this one I believe was $12.99 when I purchased it. Quick spray on the wrists. Put this one on this side, and this one on this side. Now, this comes down to personal choice, guys. Talk of this one has been basically saying this is slightly more gourmand. This is not gourmand. It's slightly more niche to some extent from Zara and what they're putting out. You get a blast of this tobacco, guys. You get this type of, as I say, borderline, even cherry sort of vibe going on. Vanilla, tonka bean, and you do get this type of rich beast mode type of fragrance, guys. You've got to be very careful with this one. It's going to last you, for me, easily 8 hours. Put it on skin, you're smelling it. Sorry, put it on clothes and you're smelling that the next day. But currently on skin, guys, easily 8 hours. Definitely a winter fragrance, autumn fragrance, evening fragrance. Cannot wear this in the high heat. It's just going to be too much. It's going to be too cloying, and I think it's going to even choke out people if you're wearing this in a room, even on a cold day, and too much has been sprayed on. So just be careful with that one. So definite beast mode fragrance. I would suggest you get this one, even if you're not really into tobacco fragrances, and you just want something as a bit of a, maybe a sort of like a, I don't know, a bit of a change. But again, you don't want to spend the earth. You don't want to spend £200 for Parfums de Mali, but at the same time, you don't want to spend around £60-70 for Spice Bomb Extreme. This will do it for you guys. Purchase this one. I would recommend it. But at the same time, what do I think of the two of them? In respect of this one, having sprayed this one now, guys, this one is slightly different. This one seems to be slightly more, I would say, mass appealing, maybe slightly more for a younger sort of crowd, I would say. It gives you this Pure Havana type of vibe. So for those that don't know, Terry Mugler, the type of, you know, if you imagine Cuban cigar, whiskey barrels, you know, maybe even like a cognac sort of vibe going on. This one is in there. Now, again, as I say, this one doesn't seem to really give the level of beast mode performance, in my opinion, compared to the Warm Black. But at the same time, this is still a bit of a beast when it comes to Zara fragrances, when we bear that in mind. There is a alcoholic opening that comes from this fragrance, in my opinion. But again, the notes that I pick up on this one seem to be slightly more of this type of borderline gourmand with the cinnamon note in there, a bit of this cognac vibe in there that I don't pick up on this one. There is tonka bean in this one, but it doesn't seem to be as heavy. And also there's like a ginger note. It says on the note breakdown it's got some bergamot in there. This, in my opinion, guys, is like a daytime version, and this is like the extreme, if you put it that way. The only difference I would say between the two, the key difference is ultimately, as I say, this one's probably more lighter, probably slightly more mass appealing. This is borderline, for Zara fragrances, borderline niche. So I'm surprised it's only $10.99. The concentration in this one is a beast mode in respect to performance. I don't believe this is actually an ED. Let's have a quick look. I don't believe this is actually an EDP. I believe it is an EDT. Just have a quick look on the website. But ultimately, guys, you know, $10.99 is not bad. Now, in respect of this one, as I say, this one for me has been referred to a bit more as a, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to check out the what it says on there, but I can't seem to see it on there. So it doesn't seem to be a ED. No one's really confirmed it. No one's confirmed it. Anyway, is what it is. You guys let me know in the comments down below. EDP, EDT. I'm surprised if this one's an EDT. Wow. This probably might be an EDP, but I don't think it's bad for what it is. Nonetheless, so guys, we got this sort of comparison now with Pure Havana, and we got this sort of Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille Spice Bomb Extreme sort of vibe going on. Which one would I recommend? I would say, if you're not into tobacco fragrances, but you want to try something which will give you a little bit more of an understanding of maybe opening up that world to you when it comes to scents, definitely go and try this one out if you're on a budget. However, if you think to yourself, I'm going to be slightly more confident, I'm not going to wear something which is just a little bit so-so, I want to make a statement, this will definitely do it for you. However, I do not think, again, unless you're in the right circumstances, that you're going to necessarily get compliments with this one. You need to be slightly more in a colder environment, cold weather. This will definitely do it for you guys. Easy in respect of the projection. You don't need to worry about well, you definitely need to be conscious of not overspraying, but you don't need to worry about spraying too little. A few sprays in this one, guys, is more than enough. This one, I think you could spray a little bit more. Again, slightly more, maybe of a slightly more youthful version to some extent of these sort of tobacco fragrances from Zara. But at the same time, this one, I have had some ladies give a review to say that they felt it was slightly more of an old man's fragrance. So some tobacco fragrances, guys, can be seen as slightly more mature. So just bear that in mind. However, if I'm in a situation and I have only £15, which one would I go for? Again, unexpected, fresh and spicy, or warm black. It's a very difficult one, guys. Personally, I would say get them both if you can, and just keep them in your collection. If you can only pick one, this is a very difficult one, guys. I'm thinking of longevity. I'm thinking also of suitability to when I can use them. I'm going to go with this. And again, this is not everyone's opinion. This is my one. You leave your comments down below which one you choose. I'm going to go with this particular one, which is unexpected, fresh and spicy. Again, we got this sort of like tobacco, sort of rum, cherry sort of note going on there, but I just feel like this one's a little bit more versatile. This one is definitely good for the price, guys. Definitely on the price point, in my opinion. This is probably one of the best Zara releases of 2020. Go and purchase this one, guys, by all means, if you can still get a bottle. This one doesn't seem to be available officially on the website, but I'm sure in some stores you can still get it. Go and pick this one up. I believe you could wear this one in slightly warmer weather compared to this one, but at the same time, guys, you need to be confident wearing this fragrance. It's not, these aren't children fragrances. If I was in high school or something like that, I don't think these would be appropriate. I think they are a little bit heavy and slightly more mature when it comes to fragrances. But if you're widening your nose when it comes to the fragrance collection for yourself and you want to do it within £15, easily pick up one of these. You won't be disappointed. But in my opinion, out of the two, I'm going to go with this one. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe to save you some time and some money. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.